practice of what we've been doing all evening, each of the candidates for the House of Delegates will receive 90 seconds to introduce themselves. Then they'll be asked 4 to 5 questions, each of a minute in duration for response, and then a 30-second closing statement. Ms. Pendergrass, if you'd like to take it.
That mic. Thank you for having me here. I see familiar faces and it's good to see you again. Thank you for your help over the years and your support. It's been an honor to work with you. You probably know that I focus on healthcare issues. I will continue to do that if elected again, and I really consider it an honor to have your trust and to work for you in Annapolis. I don't see a timer. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Vanessa Atterbeary, and I am a candidate for the House of Delegates, District 13, and a member of Team 13. And I am new to the team and to many of you. I would like to thank the community for having us here this evening. So for those of you who don't know anything about me, I was born and raised in Howard County, attended Clements Crossing Elementary, Clarksville Middle, where my mother taught for 30 years, and I graduated from Appleton High School in '93. I'm a mother of 2 small boys, and I'm expecting a little girl. I'm a practicing attorney. I went to the College of William & Mary, and I graduated from Villanova in 2000, and I'm also a small business owner. And I'm very proud to be a member of Team 13 and raising my boys here, and my soon-to-be daughter. And I look forward to serving the community and answering the questions that you have here this evening. Thank you.
Testing. Yeah, hello, I'm Chris Yates. I'm married, I'm a father, I've been a resident of the state for 31 years. I had the benefit of having 2 careers. One was the Navy, where I retired as a captain. The other one was Defense Intelligence Agency, where I retired 2012 as an intel agent. But why am I running? The reason is because I want to stay here. I'm retired. I like to be able to enjoy the state. I like the history of it. I like the color. But right now, as I look around, and I saw a recent article, we're the 9th worst state to retire in. And the reason is primarily because of the taxes. As a state, we spend too much, we tax too much. We get paid $4,600 extra every year because of the taxes. I recognize that a lot of it is because we're a one-party state, where we get bullied. We get bullied into having laws that don't make any sense, like a rain tax, or rolling out a healthcare plan that bombed. But I'd like to make a difference, be the alternate voice. I would like to be able to roll back some of these taxes, get rid of the rain tax, get rid of some of the gas taxes, and try to make a difference, get the voice back to the citizens, and turn the state around and make it a less of a one-party state.
Thank you and good evening. I'm Jimmy Williams, candidate for the House of Delegates in District 13. I'm a senior at the University of Maryland College Park, working on a double degree in finance and journalism. I'm a 2011 graduate of Hammond High School and a lifelong Howard County resident. I live right down the street on Springwater Path. I'm an Eagle Scout, I'm a 4th degree member of the Knights of Columbus, and I'm proud to be the youngest candidate for the General Assembly in the entire state. And although I am young, I assure you that I am more than qualified to assume this office. I have a background as an auditor. I work as an auditor for my Knights of Columbus Council, and finance is where I want to go. I've also been in a volunteer in my community with the Boy Scouts, with the Knights, with my church, with all kinds of other civic organizations over the last 21 years. And like I said, I'm an Eagle Scout, and that's taught me how to lead from the front and get things done. Why I'm running? Again, I'm working on becoming an auditor, going into finance. I want to be a check on our out-of-control taxes and spending in Maryland. I want to make Maryland a business-friendly state again so that we can put people back to work and have jobs for our college graduates and our unemployed. We need to move the needle and stop being the 41st best state to do business in, and 49th out of 50 economically. And I also want to serve as a voice for our students, because our students at all levels don't really have a true voice in the General Assembly, and I want to be that voice. You know, with me, what you see is what you get. I only have 2 staffers, neither of them are paid. My amazing mother, Phyllis, in the front row, and my beautiful girlfriend, Sarah. I don't have thousands of dollars to put trash in your mailbox, and I don't have a machine backing me. This election is about community interest over special interest and people over politics. This is the people's seat, and I ask for your vote.
Thank you, Mr. Roy.
Hi, my name is Dan Eaton. Just 3 things I want to tell you. So one, I grew up in our county. I went to Hammond, and then Forest Ridge, then Hammond, and then Appleton, where I graduated in 2002. The big thing I really want to focus on, if elected, the really big thing I like to try to push for is bringing back vocational training, making that available for high schoolers once again. And what I mean by that specifically is doing what a lot of other states are doing, which is providing opportunities for students when they graduate high school to not only earn a diploma, but if they want, also earn a certification in a skilled trade right out of high school. So that's my big thing. And the third thing I want to say is just, actually, I want to apologize. I have not been active in any way, shape, or form over this past year in terms of helping to overturn the decisions made by the rezoning process. Just wasn't active in that. I've been focusing on issues that I saw as state issues, but I realized that I made a mistake, because truly when you elect someone to office, no matter if it's a state delegate, you're still focused on local issues as well. So I apologize about that. Thanks.
That's it. And we'll start the questions down at your end, Mr. Eaton.
Sure.
This is a tricky question, but potentially is, how would you support LEED standards, i.e. geothermal, wind, and solar requirements for new construction in the district?
So LEED standards are, they're standards to help improve how sustainable our buildings are in terms of the environment. So honestly, I'm not really a big fan of government picking, state government, federal government, local government, picking winners and losers and providing tax benefits for people who are making decisions. I think people who make business decisions for their business, really it should have a simple tax code where people make decisions based on what will create jobs. I'm not an expert on this issue. I haven't given it much thought till right now, but my instinct is that we should have a simple tax code, not one that is picking and choosing winners and losers and subsidizing companies that want to make environmental decisions. Many companies I think we've seen across the country realize that there's a benefit to being sustainable in terms of helping the environment, and they find that to be a profit motive, and that's how they make their decision.
That's it. Mr. Williams.
Thank you again. I'm Jimmy Williams, and I'll be brief because there isn't really a lot I think that we can do. I think the LEED certifications and stuff are more dealt with at the county level in the Department of Planning and Zoning. And I don't want to repeat anything from what Danny said, because I pretty much have the same basic feeling on that. We need to just be careful with overcomplicating the tax code, and again, not be picking winners and losers. And I'm sorry I can't provide a better answer, but that's really a local DPZ thing and a county council issue that the state legislators just really don't have a lot of pull in. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe I don't really understand the question, but is this kind of like a green energy kind of question?
I think that was the point.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of green energy. I think it's very costly and it's not very effective. It raises our electrical bills, but what I would be a fan of was we could do it, and that would be allow the state to do fracking. We have opportunities in the state to get oil from fracking, and other states are using our own land to do that. So I would like to be able to stop the process that we have right now of not allowing us to frack, change that, and get some energy from the state, make us energy independent.
Good evening again. My name is Vanessa Atterbeary. And to answer the question specifically, I do think that it's important that as a community and as a state, we do become self-supporting in terms of our energy supply. And although the leads may be handled at the local level, I do think that one way that can be handled is some kind of incentive, whether it's a tax incentive or some other kind of credit. As a small business owner, we would hope that all of our businesses would like to be corporate citizens, but sometimes they need to be incentivized to do just that. So I would be in support of that. Thank you.
Pendergrass.
Thank you. Let me start by saying something that I neglected to say when I introduced myself. Delegate Turner's not here tonight. He had a medical procedure. He really wanted to be here, and he sends his regrets. He's doing fine, but he couldn't join you tonight. And it's important that you know that he's not just taking this lightly. This is important to him as well as the rest of Team 13. We do have programs to incent businesses to use LEED standards, as well as incentives that the state has passed for homeowners to do energy efficient changes to their homes. Climate change is serious stuff. We need to have less pollution. We need to be more energy efficient and not be dependent on not always stable countries. We want to be an energy exporter, not an energy importer. So I will continue to support the programs that make sense to help us move in that direction, because I think that's the way we need to go. Thank you.
Outstanding. You can keep the microphone.